You know that saying, if you fail to plan, plan to fail? Let's do some planning. Door window glass, part 2. Hey everyone, welcome back to my door glass install series. So these are the parts that I have, but unfortunately, it's not all the parts that I need. Let me show you. So I have all the glass that I need. I've got my little quarter windows, I've got my main sections for the back. I've got one divider which sits about there. This one is actually the passenger side and these are the driver's side windows. So this is actually reversed, but you get the idea. There's a lip that runs down that side, and then when you close this glass goes like that. Okay, so when it closes, it rests on that lip there, and there should be a rubber strip, I presume, that goes along there. So that would rest around about there, and then this glass goes in this groove, like so, and then we'll slide all the way down here. Now obviously it needs something to slide down this side as well. So it needs another U-channel like that would start around here, go all the way up here and curve round and meet there. So this section is obviously missing, so I'll need to make that, but I hope I can just buy a section of U-tubing, hopefully, from Home Depot or whatever, and make it fit. Then I have my electric crank set up. As I said in the previous video, this one's curved, so I need to make that straight because I don't have curved glass. I have brand new motors. I've got a nice pair left and right of that set up. Now, the reason that I haven't continued with the channel yet is I didn't know what size to get, because it's going to be based on the rubber felt channel that you can get. Now, I managed to get a roll of this from Amazon, which looks like it'll do the job. I looked up some reviews and it seems to be a direct fit for, 60s type cars. It's quite nice. It's felt on this side, it's rubber on that side. So if I can measure this and work out the size of U-tubing that I need to get, then hopefully, if Home Depot let me in, I should be able to get a section of that. Probably need about 6 feet of that, maybe get an 8-foot length, if they let me in with the lockdown. But that's what's been holding me up from proceeding with this. It'll be easy enough to, work out how I'm going to install this and straighten it and where I'm going to attach the motor and all that kind of stuff. But this whole stuff, different story. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll clear my bench, I'll get my sketch pad out and start doing some designs. So let's start with an outline of the door. Going from the front. The front is actually kind of sloped. Oh. And then it curves round. Oh, my drawing skills are bad today. Along, and then it curves again at the back. And then it goes straight down. Okay. You have the little quarter panel window there. Top edge of the door, roughly there. And this is this dividing line, which is where you're going to get a lot of the noise and water coming through. So it has to be reasonably well sealed. So that beam that I showed you earlier on continues all the way down. The U-channel, the glass slides inside there. So I'm going to need another U-channel going from the top all the way around, and again all the way down to the same level as that one, for the glass to slide up and down within that channel. This section here, the U-channel, is going to be the hardest thing to make. So I may buy, obviously, a length of straight channel, and then at this section here, cut little notches in it and then bend it round to make that shape. Now, if I get steel, I can weld it up, but if I get aluminum, then I'm not going to be able to weld that. I don't have the capability to weld aluminum. However, if the shape is correct, then I could basically screw it into the inside of the door frame like that. And then that U-channel rubber that I've got can go inside that channel and just stick on, double-sided tape, whatever. So that's going to be tricky, making this whole section. But not as tricky as making the winding mechanism. Now, it will be roughly there, with, say, the bracket round about there, or whatever. This whole thing's going to slide up and down on this channel, okay? This will be attached to the glass, roughly shaped like that. And that will slide up and down on this channel, this beam that I've got. The electric motor, I don't know, roughly there. Who knows? I won't know until I start installing stuff, but it's important to sketch stuff out to give you a rough idea of how it's going to work. That one's got a little handle there with the mechanism. And as I say, this window here pivots round like that on a hinge roughly there and there. So that seal's quite important on that side as well. Now, the problem that I've got is I've already made the door handle mechanism for the inside. And unfortunately, let's say the door handle is there, or the door catch is there. I've got the lever coming over here, and it's roughly there, which is right next to that little windy handle for the window. So I'm going to have to redesign that as well. As I say, fail to plan, plan to fail. I can rectify that. So what I'll do is I'll take some measurements of what I need to get, and then hopefully nip out to Home Depot and buy what I need. So Home Depot are not allowing anyone in the store, curbside pickup only. I get it, understand. But this kind of messes me up because I really need to be able to walk into the store with parts and size things up before I buy. I don't want to take the risk of just buying random things. Well, I know that's what I normally do. But on this occasion, I don't want to be buying lengths of YouTubing and all that kind of stuff and then getting it home and going, well, that's no use. Because they're not doing returns either because, you know, it's now been infected by being in your house. Oh, goodness. I know everyone's feeling it, but this is just frustrating because everyone's lacking in motivation as it is. So this is just another cherry on top. So I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll take these mechanisms out to the car and see which one I'm going to use because I don't know if it's going to go that way or that way or that way or that way. So let's take both sides out to the car and we'll start with the driver's door. And for a start, make sure that that's not going to be too long and which orientation we're going to be using. Oh, better put my warm jacket on, it's cold out there. I apologise in advance for the wind noise. It is winter. So this one says right, and no, this one says FR and that one says VF. Don't know what that means. Anyway, so the quarter window stops about there, okay? So this would have to go roughly there. Now, I don't want the motor on that side, so it's either going to have to be that way or that way. I'm thinking, because the bracket is going to attach on this side, it would need to go there. So I've got plenty of height, which is good. Obviously it needs to go behind that bar. And I've still to straighten out this channel here. Roughly speaking then, it would go there. The motor that attaches to this kind of sits flush with this bracket here. So I would need to make a panel at the back, maybe run a bar all the way in the inside for this attached to. But that should work there okay. I'll just try the other one just to see if there's any benefit to using the other side. I don't think there is really. although it would be lower down if I use this one because that cable's longer there. So I think we will go with this one for the driver's side. So I'm going to have to straighten this bar out and then make, it's going to actually need two brackets. It attaches there and it attaches down there. Probably about that height. Wow, it's cold out here. Right, so let's go with this one. I'll get a Sharpie and mark driver's side on this. Now the other thing I need to think about when I do get these windows installed, not so much worried about the front window, but this one I'm going to need to get a little rubber lip for the glass to rest against as it goes up and down. I don't know what I'm going to do about that, because there's no structure on the inside of the door. Even the channel that I need to make has got nothing to attach to on the inside. Oh, so much to do. And it's starting to snow, so I'm going to put the car back inside because, you know, I don't have windows. So this is the mechanism I've decided on for the driver's side. So there's a few things I need to do to make this work. I need to straighten that out. And as I said before, hopefully I can just cut little slots all the way along on both sides and then bend it all straight. And then hopefully just kind of weld it back up. But I'll need to make sure that this one, actually I need to make sure that both of these are smooth. I need to grind them down flat so that this slides up and down smoothly. Now, the only downside to that is if I was to straighten this, then this cable is going to get a little bit slacker. So I might have to, once I get it straight, I might have to cut it and extend it a little bit somehow, just to keep that tension up. But we'll see how slack this cable gets before I start butchering it anymore. Obviously this is not designed for this car because, you know, they didn't have electric windows back in the 30s, but I'll make it work somehow. With regards to attaching the glass to this here, as you can see, that's on a slope. It would be ideal if these holes were in line. Just made me think, I wonder if I should just drill a hole there. I could do that. I could drill a hole through there to make those holes parallel. And then the glass would sit right there. So all I would need to do is drill a couple of holes, one there, and then screw them onto that plastic bracket. Now that takes care of the up and down. I'm not so bothered about, you know, that kind of movement because it'll be in runners at either side. So this bracket is purely to make it go up and down. And I do think that just drilling on another hole there would be advantageous over making some sort of extending bracket to go from there up to there. And saying that, this bit actually extends out. So I might actually be better just mounting it on the top hole and making the bracket going up to another hole there. That would probably work better. But it's all about planning and options. Now, before I start hacking up perfectly good metal, I'm going to wait for your feedback on this. Now, please bear in mind, I can't go out and buy parts at the moment, so I have to use what I've got lying about. I do have random metal on shelves to make the odd bracket and stuff, but I can't make a whole new winding mechanism, you know what I mean? So, you know, leave some comments and let me know what you might do or what you have done for your own project. See if I can come up with any bright ideas before I butcher what I've got. So I'll leave it there for now. Please check the Facebook group down below in the description and add your comments on what you're up to. Tomorrow is Saturday. It's not supposed to be snowing tomorrow, so I might get more work done. But I think what I'll do Saturday night, I will probably do a little live stream and see what everyone's doing in this lockdown situation and see if we can lift each other's spirits and keep the momentum going. It's only another month or so until the weather gets a bit warmer and we can all start doing more stuff in our cars. But with regards to the lockdown situation, we could be here for a while. So yeah, we'll have a little get together tomorrow evening and share our misery. Okay, folks, thank you for watching. Today was all about planning. I wasn't really going to be doing anything structural. I just wanted to get it straight in my head what I had to do. And now I still don't know what I have to do. But we're getting a bit closer. Right. Take care. See you on the next one. And if you drop by tomorrow, excellent. We'll see you then. Bye.